or what he says sometimes is strange. Sometimes it's strange. How can you say you give somebody money to do business? The person kept money, saved it. When you came back, the person gave you back. You say it's wicked. Do you understand? In normal sense, the person didn't commit anything. He didn't embezzle your money. He came back, he gave, you say it's a wicked servant. He collected that one. He didn't even give it to second person. He gave it to the richest. Added more. Why? So in life is, if you want to separate yourself, don't go with the crowd. Do something strange. You see anybody that does something to you, whether you know we are talking about shamelessness. If you do something extraordinary, that is where the world is going. But I advise you not to do something extraordinary that is bad, but look at it in a positive point of view. So I do this to draw your attention to my presentation this afternoon. So I'm talking about future of work. So pay attention very well, because I'm going to ask questions. This morning must go today. The future of work is already here. It has started. But unfortunately, some people don't even know that it has started. You will be seeing the sign, you will be seeing it, but you don't know that it has started. But it has started. The future of work we are talking about. So this means any individual that understands and maximize this future work will have jobs in future. The study has shown that by 2028, by the year 2028, that's about 7 years from now. So a large number of occupations will have been displaced by technology. So a lot of jobs, we have a lot of job losses. But I will tell you a good news. The good news is that there will be abundance of additional employment, but for only those who are equipped, who are ready for that future work. But work will be there. Last presentation, I was telling you that we have 4 revolutions. One is agricultural revolution, secondly is industrial revolution, and thirdly, internet or jet age. But we have entered a 4th revolution that we call digital revolution, which all of us are into. So this digital revolution, that is where we have artificial intelligence, search engine. Sometimes you want to know about something, just Google, everything will jump up. So some of these technologies, they're already here, and some of them are yet to come up. Like if you go to Dubai, that's what we call drive-through mall. You don't need to stop to buy something. Before you reach where you are, they will give you this, you call it. Before you reach that spot, they have brought it in to you. You go, just like drive-through, you want to buy food. This one is shops. You don't need to stop to enter shop. That's technology. You know that we have Stanbic IBTC as a robot in Facebook that can interact with you. FCMB just launched their own 2 months ago. That you can be in WhatsApp with that robot, you'll be chatting, you can open an account for you. So all these things are already here. So if they are getting to a point that it become common, you know, you will take jobs from people. You understand? So if you embrace it, another person embrace it, you go, why do you need people in the bank? Why robots can do it, can open an account for you. So you don't need to the bank to open an account. You stay in your house, interact with the robots, you will open accounts. So the thing is here with us.
GT Bank is on the verge of adopting it.
What?
GT Bank is on the verge of adopting it.
So you should think where the world is going. So sometimes we see all these things, we thought it's just normal thing. But it's taking jobs from people. So the question of I read this, we are living that age gradually. So because you don't position yourself, jobs will be taken from your legs. You will see that some vehicles now is driverless drivers. Vehicle, no driver.
Yeah.
We have it in train for a long time. In train, nobody is abroad, nobody controls train. So if you have a vehicle that doesn't have driver, so drivers, Uber drivers will lose their job. So check whatever you are doing, how is technology coming in? So they are already here with us. And the world, what destroyed Africa, it is when the world decided to do globalization. That is, anywhere you are producing something. Even if you are far, far at the end of the earth, you can bring your goods to the end of the earth. So the only thing the consumers will look at is the quality and the price. That is why you and I can relax and watch Man U. See, Man U played yesterday. Okay, you guys will know. You guys are getting news. You understand? And leave our local league. All of us belong to one club or another. Abroad, we don't. Most of us have not even traveled down there. But I left our own local team. Nobody is talking about Yimba. You understand? It's because of globalization. So there's no boundary again. So anything you are doing, there's no boundary again. So we are going to freelance work where some companies will employ you. You don't need to come to the office. Freelance is come and do work. Whatever you do, we'll pay you a percentage. You'll be doing other things. That is why I said you must have skills. You must have developed skills so that you can work for different clients at the same time. You don't need to be writing application letter, please. I seek for employment. You see, in football, if technology have come in, if they don't show up the goal somebody has scored, they will go to the system and check it. And check it out. So everything. So check whatever you are doing. How will the technology take it to another level? If you don't embrace it, you'll be out of job. So according to research, individuals born in 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, they lack the same level of immunity. Technology have not come up with a lot of things with all these years. Well, most of you that are born from 1990, millennial children, a lot of science has been developed, a lot of research has been done. As I said before, that these millennial children, you guys have a lifespan higher than the older generation. That means for you to be relevant in life, you have to have a lot of skill, because if you get old, you are still going to work. Nobody is that young again. If you check before, if you check number of children, let's say 10 years ago, that died at birth, 10 years ago, and recent time, you see that it has reduced. It's because of science and technology. You understand? So that also, they've tried to have human beings live. We are going to live healthier and longer than generations before us or before this generation, because of science and technology. So if you are going to stay longer on this earth, that means you need to have things to do. So you can't be at 60, say you are tired. So how would you get more than sustain yourself, because you still have about 30 to 40 years to live? Because the world is trying to achieve low carbon emission. There is a lot of things that terminates or reduces lifespan of a man. They are discovering it and solving the problem. Because there are certain things we inherit, we don't even know that it reduces our lifespan. But when those things are discovered and corrected, life of a man is increasing. Because before this age, they used to live 200 years, 300 years. If you're a Christian, read your Bible. Some people live 900 years. So what happens suddenly? If you see somebody live 90 years, everybody is celebrating, he's shouting, saying he has stayed long. But why before? People were staying 200 years, 300 years. Yes, they were few. The emission on earth was not serious. They were breathing better air. So they were able to live and eating good food. They were able to live longer. But when population started coming up, people want to survive. A lot of things went bad. And that was why people were not living up to expected time. 90 dies, 70 dies, 60 dies. In fact, my own generation, they say lifespan is 55 years. So people born from 1990 down, they say their lifespan will increase to 100 years. Why? Because a lot of things have been discovered how to make someone live earlier than before, because of technology. Now, somebody can go to hospital, they remove all your blood, your cells, inject fresh ones, and start looking fresh and healthy. It couldn't be done before. Before they do operation appendix, this is the common one, appendix, they have to cut. But now, they don't cut. Before, if you can't push baby, that's either the baby dies or you die. You must push. At that point, they come to say, you can cut the tummy and bring the child out and close it up. Now, you can also not meet a man and still get pregnant. So you understand? See technology. So you can say, okay, I don't want to even this woman to suffer labor. You understand? You still have a child. That is science, that's technology. So this is where the world is moving. So as I'm saying this, you check about your life, also you check about the business you're doing. So all these things are coming gradually coming to our doorstep. What our plan to be part of it? So if you don't have that plan, before you know it, in the next, as I said, 2028, your businesses will be taken over by technology, by robots. So you think, what am I doing now that I will still be relevant in the next 10 years? And you have plenty years to stay on this earth. God forbid, except the person had an accident. For sickness, I say, a lot of technology to solve any sickness. To solve any sickness. So it's not by sickness. Before we hear terminal disease, I have developed a lot of sciences that if you have terminal disease, they make sure that you live more than you expected. Just if you just follow the rules or follow your medication. So in that note, you young people, I expect you to have experiences for the future. To have skills for the future. Look at your life in the next 10 years, in the next 15 years, in the next 20 years, and plan for it from now. So from statistics, it says 60% of students are still learning or being taught in subjects that will be completely automated by 2028. I don't know the courses all of you have read, but you know in those days, if you read geology, you can still go and work in the bank. You see somebody that read French, person in the bank. But at that time, it's going gradually. So the statistics said 2025, barely 5 years from now, or 4 years from now. This is 2021. Yeah. So all this thing we are saying is just very close to us. 32% of existing employment will vanish. This will emerge as a consequence of innovation, disruption, and productivity. It will be in case of innovate or perish. Either you come up with a better skill, a better solution, or you're out of the market. So as I advise, for you to be relevant as far as the future work is concerned, you have to develop skills. The time of saying, using a cake word and saying, I am a doctor, I am engineer, I am a lawyer. What's the point? If you add more skill to it, it's better off. So I advise everybody in this room to have minimum of 10 skills. Ask yourself, as you stand now, how many skills do you have? So leave your education qualification. We are talking about skills now. So you call yourself, this is 2022, how many skills do you have? So you give yourself a task in 2022, I'm going to acquire so number of skills. You won't acquire them at the same time. But continue to acquire. So that is the way to go. Now, having said all this, what are the sectors that we should be looking at that will strive in the future? Number one, I come to the list: information entertainment, and media. Whatever that is going, information is very key. Why Google is smiling to the bank every day because of information? You understand? What they are providing is just information. Information. If you want to find one thing you didn't know, you go to Google, it's information. You want to travel, you put in your Google map, it's information. So it's information. Anybody within the information sector, that is where the future work is. Entertainment. The world is so serious. People want to be entertained. People want to be entertained at any point in time. So entertainment will still be within the number one sector in the near future. So if you are inclined to entertainment, you can learn the skill and be in the entertainment industry. And media, everybody self now is a journalist. If something happening here, they can take your phone and describe it and fly it up. So it cannot be out of market. Number two is consumer oriented. Anything that you can consume is like food. Population is increasing every now and then. The world by statistics, by 2050 will hit 9 billion in the world. And that number will be coming from Africa. So anything that relates to food will still be relevant in the market of tomorrow. Then healthcare. Number three, healthcare. Healthcare is not only medical doctors. It's a chain. Anything pertaining health. Very big chain. It's not, you must not be a lawyer, a doctor for you to be in that sector. A lot to do concerning healthcare, because whatever that happens, people must take care of themselves health-wise. Something might go wrong, so they need medical care. Professional service. Number four, professional service. That's part of the future work. There must be professional service. Should be there. The lawyer will be relevant, because there may be business here and there. Lawyer will come in to analyze it, to write the agreement. So other professions will be. Then fifth, is it fifth or sixth?
Fifth.
Information communication technology, ICT. Because even your entertainment, media, healthcare, energy, professional, will also hinge on information communication technology. And the sixth, financial services and investors. So at this age, it will be anomaly or self-injustice for you to study courses like psychology, history, banking and finance, business administration. The market is already saturated for such courses. Even if you read business administration, somebody that did not read business administration can also do business.
Yeah.
So they are not employing you because you read business administration. Any company is employing what you can bring on the entail. So as a result, companies are on the lookout for some fresh courses like deep learning, artificial intelligence, neural network, all those new courses. That is where the world is going. So I advise you, if you have not, if you're still young and fire, go, and if it requires you, go back to school and read those courses that will be relevant in the near future. Then acquire skills, go and do it. Please do not react to this presentation. I beg of you. But do something about it. Take action. Respond to it. Avoid learning from the past. For instead, prepare for your future. God said, I have heard you. But go and think about it. If you acquire skills, it's not for me, it's for the future. If you go and read some relevant courses that will be available, just imagine yourself going to school to read about deep learning, and something comes up in the near future. There will be very few people having that certificate. Or you read artificial intelligence. There will be very people holding that certificate. So it's left for you. The age we are in now is what you can do. No, not what somebody can do for you. It's what you can do for yourself. It's what you decide to do. That's what you have. That is how life is. It's personal. Be intentional. Plan yourself. Let your eyes be on the ball. Even as you are here, why are you here? Don't be distracted. Plan for your future. I've told you where the future is going. So what is your plan to make sure that you are relevant tomorrow? No matter the skill you have now, ask yourself, is it relevant in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? So I've told you where we are heading to. Go and acquire skills and courses, looking at that future, so that you will not be left behind. Because anybody that has such thing now will be demanded, be highly sought after, and you guys will be few. Now if you go to any university, go to let's say business administration, in fact the class will not contain the number of students.
Yes.
You understand? You see, everybody wants to rush in there. Then you go to a serious courses, go to their class, you will see few people. So this is not the time that let's go to university and come out and we'll have certificate and no. It's all about skills now. So it's very important. So I welcome you all to the new future of the world, where we are going and where we have started. So the time, you have the time, so sufficient in your hand. Make use of it now and position yourself for future, so that at that time you will not regret it. There are some people that are cashing out seriously because of technology. They read it when it was not so serious. But even after the COVID, it became a serious matter. So they are cashing out seriously. They are cashing out seriously because of technology. Because there are some people, they don't have office, it's their phone, social media. How many people follow you? So come and advertise for me. are doing 200,000, doing 1 million before I say Jack. Because of technology. And people, because technology will break protocols. Will break protocols. You can talk to the person without even going to your office. From that system, you chat the person. I want you to advertise my product. Okay. Is it flyer or voice or video? He will reply you. You understand? But in normal circumstances, you go to the office, you sign form, you go and talk to this person, they look at it, they call you, come to the board and present your matter before they say, okay, blah, 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 this is how we are going to do it. So technology will break protocols. So that is where we are. So hold it, work with it, go after it with all your heart, so that in the next 5 to 10 years, you position yourself very, very well. And this is my case. So, any question before I ask my question? Except if you want me to take my money. Question? So, my question. Okay, you want to answer anything?
So I was wait, this deep learning. I don't know the university. Like, where is it online learning?
Yes, most courses now is online learning.
Okay.
So that's why you can be here and they are doing courses that is being offered in the US. So, this thing is online.
So that's
On all these courses, it's not those 6 months, 1 year you are done. You understand? There's a lot of fresh courses you read. And if you pass the certificate, it's not unlike in Nigeria. If they give a certificate, that means they have imparted that knowledge. And that certificate is tenable anywhere. So go to the system. There are a lot of courses that is for the future, not for the past. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, it's speed. You know, I can't forget your name, even when you still know the first time you introduce yourself.
Thank you, sir. So, I want to ask a question, although it's part of the future, like you said, but we've been talking about deep learning, artificial intelligence, and all of that. What about agriculture? Because for me, I don't know for any other person, but for me, if I was asked, aside being a model, if there's any other thing I want to venture into with full force, is agriculture. Because I can remember years back, I had to learn how to farm. You know, so it was funny then because everybody says, how can a young girl be farming and all of that? I'm one person that loves agriculture. So don't you think agriculture is also for the future? Like
yes, it's yeah, number two. When I say consumer, when I say consumer, when I talk about food,
consumer oriented.
Consumer oriented.
Yeah,
so
food.
Yes, food is all that. That's agriculture.
Yeah, food. People can do food. Like food can be you know, you can sell food or you can
when I talk about
food.
food, I'm not talking about the one you already made edible thing you want to eat.
Okay.
You understand? It's also about agriculture. And remember, when we are talking about technology, technology is also affecting agriculture. For you to do well in agriculture, technology must come in.
Exactly.
You understand? It has been here, but
That's technological
it has been here. You should know that. How do you get your egg? Biology taught us that the chicken and the farm will meet. You understand? Before they lay the egg. But now we can have egg without the meeting. It has been here. But the speed technology is doing things now is higher than before. So if you're even doing agriculture, because no matter what you do or what we say, we must eat. You understand? That is under consumption. We must consume, so we must eat for you even to look at camera. For you to survive the next day, food must be there. So there's no two ways. I can't separate food. But the main thing is that technology is also pushing that agriculture forward.
It's making it easier.
Yes.
For farmers.
Yes. So that is why technology is very key. It's touching everything. But if you continue to say, I'm a farmer, I go there from morning, you stay there, and without applying that agriculture, that person will be poor.
Applying technology
into it. You understand? Even things we eat now, things that are supposed to be 1 year before it will harvest. With technology, 1 month the thing is harvested.
Exactly.
You understand? So not strength now. Agriculture shouldn't be strength. So it should be idea. It should be technology driven.
I have the whole program in my head, so I'm just trying to see if it's part of.
No.
Because
it's very key. It's very key.
In the world of agriculture.
Very key. You understand? It's just like health. We didn't hit on health, but we say technology is also affecting health. You understand? Technology is also affecting health. It has even come into legal procedures. The technology. You understand? So it's affecting every nooks and corner. And if you don't accept it, you take you off. Even to religion. If you don't embrace it, it will take you off. Yes.
Thank you so much.
I want to ask, is it good to take a loan or borrow money from someone when you want to trade on Forex? Because I've done it before and I was very sure of the particular trade I wanted to make, but it's worked out for a while. Then after a while,
so let me say something. Sit down. That can apply to other people. I worked in the financial sector almost all my life. You don't borrow to do that kind of investment, because a good investment, the return on investment is not that huge to cover the interest of the loan and also the money you make. That is why we say when you make money, save and invest, not when you borrow. You borrow to invest in a business, because that person you are borrowing from, if investing there is better, he won't give you that money, invest it there. Bank gives us money. Bank also can take the whole money and go and put it there and make their money and pay salary, and shareholders will share the money. But they know that people are placing money as fixed deposit to them and they are paying interest. Their savings account is on interest. So they can't go to that kind of investment, because that kind of investment is supposed to yield to cover the cost of the money. You understand? And forex business is speculation. Anything is speculation. Don't borrow to put. Invest to do it, because it's based on speculation. One news will trigger the whole system. It will crash. One news. Just Joe Biden can come now and say one thing. It will just hit the whole system. See, when Trump was there, but the Trump that was talking from both mouths, the stock market was crashing. You should check when Buhari won the election. He has not said anything. He just won the election. The whole stock went up that time because there was problem. See, there will be war, there will be war, there will be war. So election came. They announced he was the winner. Jonathan accepted. He did not make trouble. Everywhere was scam. Stock market jumped up. The rate of dollar dropped. The man has not made any sentence. It's because of what happened. So that is what happens to such investment. Any little thing triggers it, you crashes. So it's better you use their money to do that. But when you say you want to set up business for yourself, you want to handle a project, you know it is within your control. You understand? Let me short, for instance, say, okay, you want to set up a laundry service company where you take clothes from people and wash them. You know, it's almost within your control. So you can borrow money to buy the machine. You understand? I employ people. I say, okay, I will pay you, just give me 3 months moratorium. Then after 3 months, I'll start paying. Use that 3 months to balance. Look for customers, do your flyer, do your email campaign, blah, blah, blah. Go to people's homes, go to hospitals, write to them, I want to be taking your laundry. You understand? So you're within your control. You know that you borrow money to part of the money used in setting up somebody's money you to pay back. It's within their control. And if the person comes, he can see it. See, you have set this thing up. You are getting customers. If money are coming in trickles, then you'll be able to set up your affairs. So you borrow for that kind of investment. Not investment that you cannot control. Or not investment that is not even regulated. You understand? Because all these forest there. Government is not regulating them. So if anything happens to you, it's gone. Cryptocurrency. When you say crypto, it is you see, if you guys are on WhatsApp, it's scripted now. Yeah. So what it means is that if I have discussion with you, it's between two of us. It's not linked to another place. So it's also those currencies. It is between you, the buyer and the seller. If anything goes wrong, everybody will go to your house. So it's not regulated. That's why CBN said their hands are not there. So if you are entering such venture, I advise anybody, let it be your own. For when you go, you know that it's my own. You don't go. Not somebody's own. You end up working for life for a particular person because you did a wrong investment. Okay? And anything you want to invest, make sure you understand that. Anything you want to invest, make sure you understand that business. Not story the person is telling you. Somebody double his money the other day. My friend double his money the other day. Slow and steady. We talk about peace here. Keep it simple. You understand? Keep it simple and short. Anything you don't understand, don't put your money. Yes.
Keeping it simple. My name is So. Keeping it simple. I don't understand. I want more details.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah, and short.
Okay, let me give you an example. If you go to your social media and see some ad, some promos, you understand? If they play your promo within 60 seconds, you understand what they're saying.
Yeah. Yes.
I use it to give an example when I was saying, say, in those days, before they do promo, it looked as if they are watching movie. At a point, you may even lose the message. But keep it simple and short. People are busy. You understand? Everybody is busy. Nobody wants to waste time. So communicate to me simple way I will understand you. So if you are doing business, I'm talking to you. I don't need to be talking stories.
Too much.
I should hit the nail at the head. For you, make it simple. Not using too much grammar to bamboozle. When I start bamboozling, that's a wrong investment. You understand? Simple. Make it simple and short. Let me understand it, not by reading, or give me one book like this. Say I should read before we invest. Before I get to half of
Get
the book,
tired.
I will get tired. So make it simple, the way I understand, and make it short. Because the life we are living now is speed. We're talking about speed. Nobody should take another person's time. If you go somewhere, deliver, say what you want to say, let me understand it. Don't make it too difficult. Make it simple, make it understandable, and that's how you can sell your market. If you make it difficult, some people don't have that time to be asking question. They want you to open it, read, you understand it, whether I want to buy or I don't want to buy. If somebody is selling clothes, you put the clothes, you look at it, you see it. You see the size, you will say this size is 15. You understand? You decide this is red color, you decide whether you're buying or not. They make it simple. Not turning the clothes upside down and speaking grammar, how the cotton, they got the cotton from Italia and got to another one, mix it. Is that what you are buying for? You're looking at wear so clothes. Make it simple, make it short, let me understand. If I want to deal like this, if I don't want to deal. So any business you want to do, make it simple. Let people understand it. Because you're selling to different kinds of people. So make it simple that somebody can see it and understand what you're saying. If you see a bottle of Coke, you know it's a bottle of Coke. You understand? You take it and quench your thirst.
And Debbie, so talking about skills, please, I would like to know the type of skills you have to learn, because there are so many skills right now. So what type of skill do you have to learn to keep you in the future?
So any skill that, let's say that, yes, any skill, there are a lot of skills anyway, but for me, you see, first of all, you see what you like, first of all. What you like doing. You start from that interest. So you somebody that like fashion, you take a skill within fashion. It will be easy for you to learn. But if I want to advise somebody, I say any skill that is pointing towards technology, go and learn it. You understand? People are using social media to make money. While some of us are using it to listen to gossip and look at pictures, while some people are using it to make money. It's also a skill. You understand? So you see a whole lot. If you advise me, I say take a skill that is towards technology. I say technology enablement, because everybody is some. If I want to do advertisement, I'll go and do it in the radio. Most of you will not even know. But there are some generation that if you do it, they will know. You understand? So it depends what you're saying. But most people now are on social media. So most people now go to social media to do advertising. So for me, if I advise you, I say any skill that's pointing towards technology, go and do it. Okay? Apart from that, anything you like doing, check yourself. What do the things I like doing? What do the things interest me? You go through that line. That one will be simple for you to learn because you have the interest already. Yeah.
Sir.
Koti.
Sir, yeah, you mentioned you've spoken a lot about different skills and the fact that we all should have at least 8 to 10 skills. But I wanted to ask about the protection of those different skills that we may have in the future. Let me give an example. The tax that I gave us today. Salindra came up with the fact that she could check under the carpet. It was when she decided to check under the carpet that I thought of checking the second carpet. And that was the reason why I saw the papers that were under the carpet. Meaning that practically, if we're looking at it in actual sense, I stole what was inside here from her. So what I'm basically saying is, how do you think intellectual property could influence the future bottling up with the fact that different technological things are coming up and creativity and people are trying to steal skills from other people, because Debbie can come up with something that, okay, she's a tailor, I might be a tailor, she's a tailor, and she specializes in cottons, but maybe I have better stitches than she does, and I decided to steal that idea of basing on cottons, and I become better than she is. So like, how do we like protect each other's skills? Like, how do we protect our skills?
Thank you, my dear. Please, I will say this in very clear. Steal ideas. Do you understand? Steal ideas. They have been stealing ideas for a long time. There's no new invention. This Apple, no, it's not them that started it. Do you understand? Yes. They will do it better than we are. So steal ideas. So and improve on what you
stole.
that is the thing.
Wow.
So and it is happening. You see, I told you guys before that have a mentor. The essence of having a mentor, or you even read, if you want to read the book, read a book written by somebody about somebody's life. If you can go and read the Facebook guy now, go and read about his life, not about what he's doing. You will be able to understand one or two things. Most of them stole ideas. In fact, all of them stole ideas and improve on that idea. It's not out of place. Some people are waiting for you to bet idea. They jump on it. But when somebody steals the idea, don't have grudges against the person. You understand? Where you have taken it to, take it from there too. And add it in. That is how we develop better things. So this guy saw, I didn't see this. He added this into this. Go and check something that you did not do. Add it and differentiate yourself from that person. And that is how we continue to innovate, we continue to improve and get better quality. Even if he's your friend. You understand? I have gotten so many ideas that some of my friends stole. At the point, somebody that told me this, don't get angry. If they have stolen it, I added this thing. Go and look at it. Add what you say to be better than them. The person that will enjoy it, the consumer. You understand? That is in the business of monopoly is not good. When one person is the beginning and the end, it's not anything they gives you. But when there is competition, they are thinking, how do I up my game and satisfy my customer? Another person thinking the same thing. So we put us on our toes. We start thinking how to develop it better. So it is a brilliant system God has put in place. Brilliant system God has put in place. It is accepted anywhere. And that is why China is the second economy of the whole world. They have been copying. They are experts. You understand? They are experts in copying. They are experts in. So when you are copy very well. Don't copy fake. You understand? When you are copying, copy very well.
Copy with focus.
Yes, don't copy fake. Copy the rating. Because that person is not the original. The person you are thinking that he is not the original. Apple, this system is not the original. Do you get it? So it's allowed in the business world. Very, very allowed.
No secret.
You understand?
Yes.
So what you do is a smart way. It's accepted in the business world. It's accepted. And it helps everybody. China can even send somebody to that company and the person applied for employment. They employ the person. He thought he employed the person. You don't know that. It's a syndicate. You go there and study everything you guys are doing. That's what they are doing. China does not develop anything. It's copy. And their second economy. That means copy is working.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Name is Yegra.
Sabra.
Yegra. So, sorry, I wanted to ask, when you were talking about losing money, I think there was a time last month, Mark Zuckerberg, he automatically switched off WhatsApp and Facebook. I wanted to know, during that time, if he lost money.
It's not him that switched off.
He did.
It's not him.
Billions.
It's not him because if he cannot do it. Now one guy that got angry. So that's why when you are dealing with people, you respect human being. You respect human being. Anybody in your business is very important. He can pull the trigger. The one person that pulled the trigger and he lost money. A lot of people move to Telegram. You understand? Instantly. Did you know the man is then everybody know that the man is controlling almost the whole world?
Yes.
So he also showed him that Oga, he cannot stand with that with you alone. We are here. One person did it, and one small boy, not up to 20 years. He can't try it now. You know how much money he lost? Not even losing, he even lost customers.
But he really did it himself.
They were sending message, please, we will come back, we will come back. You know what is it? He had even stayed 24 hours. Stayed to 2 days. Could have been a total shutdown. Everybody have moved on because most people depended on it for businesses.
Yes.
Even one of my business, we depended on it. Nobody talking to you again. Everything shut down. So people now say, so there will be so there's alternative. Let's move there. So when you are working with people, please be nice to your staff. Be nice to your staff. When you are not there, they can pull the trigger. Just one thing, bam, everything change. Because nobody can stand alone. That's how God made this life. Nobody can be in isolation, can walk in isolation, can walk. Nobody. The person will not succeed. Even God himself, he said, let us. He didn't do it alone. By saying us. So, my question. President, we must take question for President.
Okay, I want to understand the contrast behind this debt, because you talked about good debt, which is investing and assets. And we talked about bad debt as well, which is liability. And we know we have bad and doubtful debt as well. So I want to know, like, someone into, let me say, real estate, and the person borrowed money for the investment, and probably something happened along the line, and the person couldn't really pay up. Or let me say, maybe the person died, so and the person couldn't pay up. So the people he or she borrowed the money from, will they be a situation where it will now become a bad debt? There's no way of paying that particular money to them since there was loss of life.
Okay, they use the building as collateral or what? Or they use the money, the building is used for business, to buy.
Okay. Let's say the building is but the building, but it's maybe the contract is yet to be completed.
Okay.
The contract is just incomplete and the first thing has to come.
And the developer dies.
Yes.
And they should look at the contract. Everything. Him that he has not released for the project. So if you have paper, you present it. If the money is in the bank, with your lawyer, go the normal process. They confirm those things, go to probate, do necessary things, and they confirm that the part of the money in the account, or they have what they call the project account, all the money there belongs to the person, or for the project, which is the person, and it is confirmed. The bank will release the money. Somebody borrowed money from a particular person. Please give me 10 million. I want to do a house. After doing this house, I will sell it and give you back your money. You understand? At that process, the person dies. Eh? And you know the land and the building don't even belong to the lender. The lender just gave money to the person. Do you understand? So sometimes, you know, this part of the world, we don't even put all those things in legal perspective before we start. Maybe two friends. So boy, give me money, I will give you back. But in the actual sense, you're supposed to enter contract with anybody. So it will be, those things will be spelled out. Even somebody dies, it should be on the contract. Do you understand? All those things will be there. The lawyer will take time. That is why when you are running a project, to bring a lawyer, he will cover everybody, both the developer and the lender. Cover everybody in case one of them dies. That document will become tenable in any law court, any place, and so to the matter. Yeah.
So, like, I think doesn't understand. Like, I think he wanted an example of what a good debt is. So, like, I was thinking if you permit me to.
Okay, a good debt or a bad debt.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So a good debt, basically, like an example is, if I now collect money from Miss B, if I collect $2,000 from Miss B to rent my house, I rent my house for $2,000. Then I host. There are 4 Fridays in every month. I host a party at that same house that I'm already in debt from Miss B. You understand? And I host a party on Friday 4 times in a month, and I host a party and I'm charging maybe $50 for each person to come to my party every month. If I have 100 people or 50 people at my party, that's 50 times 50. I've made $10,000. In that $10,000 that $10,000 times 4 Fridays, making $40,000. $40,000 I've used that $40,000 paid. I can pay Miss B her $2,000 plus interest. You get? So I've made that's a good debt. I'm using good debt to make money. Then a bad debt basically is if you are collecting money. If I collect money from Miss B now, and I'm using that money to basically purchase liabilities like probably a phone, the latest phone, latest shoes, latest cars, canvases, luxury things. If I'm buying luxury things and I don't have money to maintain those luxury things, that's bad debt. So that's the difference between a good debt and a bad debt.
Thank you very much. Actually, what I'm talking about, thank you for what you said. What I'm talking about is bad and doubtful debt. You have bad and doubtful debt. So that's
Yes,
what I'm talking
you see, that is classification of debt you are talking about. When you say a debt is doubtful, it is when it has passed its by period. Is I lend you money, say in the next, pay me back after 30 days. After 30 days, you couldn't pay me back. You come to me, say I should extend it. I extend it to another 30 days. You didn't meet it. So it's still a debt. So you come again, I extend it. So there's a period I could extend it to. It becomes a doubtful debt. That is, this debt I may not
Get it back.
get it back. It becomes doubtful. You understand? So you start doubting, say, it be like say this money don't enter. So at that point you say is age. It's because of the age of the debt. Because you have agreed that within 1 year I will pay. After 1 year you couldn't pay, say please extend it. If you extend the first one, second one, when you extended the second one, by technicality, it is called doubtful because you have given grace, it didn't meet up. You gave another grace, it didn't meet up, become doubtful. So after that, it's complete bad debt. So you have debt, doubtful debt, and bad debt. When you get to bad, you assume you make provision. Say this thing is gone. You understand? So if it is in the bank, they classify it. Say after. In fact, when you are enjoying the money, they won't call it debt. The bank cannot. They call it credit. You understand? So when you pass that period, so you couldn't pay, it drops in your account as a debit. It becomes a debt. So after the debt, they give you another period to pay. You didn't pay. You extended another one. You entered doubtful. So after doubtful for a particular period of time, you couldn't pay. You enter bad. And when you say it is bad, the word they will tell you, the CBN will tell you that make provision. Just assume that that money is lost. Do you get it?
I have a question.
Yes.
Annie, we're talking on online businesses and all. A lot of people are into clothes, shoes, and all.
This is the captain. Don't stress, my guest was too many questions.
Last question.
That will be the last question.
Yes, Captain. So a lot of people are into clothing and everything. So what can you do? Like, what hints can you give to me to stand out among them? Because a lot of people are into businesses like that. Because I'm into ladies wear. So it's kind of competitive. Yeah. So what hints can you give or advice to
My
stand
dear,
out?
if there's any business you're doing, you don't have competition. It will not put you on your toes. So you might find that you have a lot of people. See, you know what you are doing. Some people sometimes put up commissions, some people put up discounts, some people put up giveaway.
Yes,
So just find a niche for yourself. You understand? Find a niche for yourself. And when you get a customer, be serious, hold your customer. Don't disappoint your customer. Be truthful to your customer. Sometimes when we are running, say, competition, sometimes we are losing customer because what we promise we did not deliver. You understand? I ordered for this.
And I got
He got to another thing. Will I come back?
That's what I thought.
So sometimes it is us. So when you get customer, be truthful to that customer. Be honest to that customer. You understand? If a customer complains, say return it. Return that product. You understand? You look at it. Sometimes that person will not forget you. So look at your customer base. How do you attend to them? Because each customer is unique, and plan it. So, but you have to be on top of your toes every now and then. If you sleep, somebody takes it. All right, thank you. So the question, I said, there's also year the world population will hit 9. I mentioned the particular year based on statistics that the world population will hit 9 billion. Which year is that?
2025. Hello, housemates. There should be decorum in my mansion. Raise your hand and be decent in answering your questions.
Okay, let me say this question again. I am not talking about when the technology will take some jobs. I'm not talking about the future of work, the age or the time. I'm talking about world population. I said in so year, the world population by statistics will hit 9 billion. Yes.
2028.
Yes. Any other person?
2025.
Yes. Is that what you wanted to say?
Yes. 2028.
Yes.
2028.
Yes.
2025.
Not even very close. Okay, next question. This one is 20. Let me ask you another question before I tell you. For another twist. So why do we say that people born from 1990 upwards?
Come again, sir.
Why do we say that people born from 1990 and above will live longer than people born before that age?
Please repeat the question.
I said, why did we say that people born from 1990 and above will live longer than people born before that age? You understand? Eh? Yes.
Okay. The answer to that question from what you said is that the introduction of technology is going to reduce a whole lot of chlorofluorocarbon in the ecosystem.
So let's clap for him. So give me your account details.
Should I come closer?
Don't know whether another person wants to transfer me. Yeah?
Right?
In 10 years time.
5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years time. How would you answer?
So the population, 9 billion is 2050.
He was right.
I didn't say that.
Well, you didn't
I'll
say
just
that.
leave it.
Okay,
Now, Miss
he said
God.
it.
Yes.
Now, God.
So you see that. That's why he also, I say you should answer the question.
It was meant for
He
you.
was
It was meant for you, bro.
Congratulations.
Nice one.
Okay, write it here. It seems when I go outside, I think it seems like so.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. The knowledge you impacted in us is quite a long lesson.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So we continue to watch you guys from afar.
Thank you very much.
Hello, housemate.
Hello, Captain.
What would you say to our visitors?
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Stanley Achol.
God bless you, sir.
We can't wait to have you around again next time. God bless you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Sir, I love you very much.
They say we need to take pictures.
The media should organize a photo station with our honorable guest.
So that is it, sir.
Okay.
Let me take it.
So it was a 5-5, mix of boys and girls. That's around 5-5.
It's a mixture of boys and girls.
Three girls.
5.
Everybody is now 5 out 15 or 5-5.
Three girls. 2 boys.
When I sit down, I mean, it's not let's sit down, Richie, Roland, Raymond, Roland.
You see the ship, you just sit down.
Take out the bottle of that.
Are you joining? We are more.
Yeah,
Join us, let's stand and see.
I don't want to block her.
Side.
I want to stay already.
Debbie,
Let me
Debbie.
go to the back. Like, look up.
No, let's also go.
Come here now. You must
Okay, then let's put it there. Like,
You don't mark this.
You are blocking yourself. Then you come out.
Sorry, the rest of you, please, yeah, stand and see your legs. Sorry. Just, no, not you. I'm saying you, Raymond. Lordship.
Smile now.
I'm down now.
Are we smiling?
Yes, sir. Okay, that's fine.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. I really appreciate it a lot.
Mix yourself, that's fine.
Nobody knows. Many more.
Boy, one boy now.
two boys. That's like
No, she enter.
I want to hide my short skirt. Let me tell you, I'll go for the next picture. You're hiding my dressing.
Don't be there,
What
mix
do
it.
you?
Two guys can be here, because mix it.
Who is coming here? Someone.
Those,
Sir.
although you talk my
Yes, sir.
my 20 na him eh.
Okay, put your leg. One more. Smile. Okay, next.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, no, come on for picture.
Give me such a please. I have one thing in the book. Your model post Sunny. Okay.
Smile now.
Smile.
You not smile at all.
making us laugh now.
Did you understand that we smile?
Voila. Don't make it personal. That question sounds like that. I like something. That one, voila. Serious, there is
I don't know for people. Are we done?
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Hello, housemates. I guess you enjoyed your day.
Yes, sir.
And I know a whole lot of you have learned a lot from our guest.
Yes, Captain.
Once again, congratulations to Rosie.
Thank you, Captain.
That is an addition, possibly, to your vote. Who knows? It is late for you. Once again, I want to say a big congratulations to Kote, an African beauty.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Captain.
Hello, housemates.
Hello, Captain.
One more task tonight, which is the research concerning the same-day delivery. Remember that individual presentation attracts a sum of 50,000 naira. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Captain.
It is left for you to be creative and ready to present what will attract the sum of the star prize tonight. I want you to understand that after your dinner is the time that your presentation begins. Hello, housemate.
Hello, Captain.
Like I said earlier, after dinner today, you will be presenting an individual presentation on same-day delivery. And you have to show yourself into 4 for the commercial advert on the same-day delivery. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Captain.
Remember, your performance is what will attract the 50,000 naira. The ball is in your court. I hope you understand.
Yes, Captain.
Hello, housemates.
Hello, Captain.
You may be dismissed.
Thank you, Captain.
And I must tell you something. When you go upstairs, there are times to sleep and time to work. If you choose to sleep all day, it's left for you. But have the time to sleep on the time to make your research concerning the presentation tonight. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Captain.
The ball is in your court. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you too.
Excuse me, Captain.
Your Excellency Lex. I'm all ears.
This guy has me that's with their phone for the presentation.
Hello, housemates.
Hello, Captain.